No mercy for you, no worries for you. That Game of Thrones, go sexy on you. I flip the script, I roll the dice. Don't fall asleep.
Hello and welcome to Zytema Field for today's women's lacrosse match between Albion and Kelvin. Today's game will be played in the honor of Mark Dorlag, father of junior defender Eva Dorlag, who lost his battle with cancer this past December. Mark will forever be on the field in our hearts and memories as a Kelvin lacrosse fan and a Kelvin grad himself. Eva wants everyone to know that he was her best friend and he always supported her with school and lacrosse. He would have loved to be here. She wants to thank her mom for coming tonight. She has been the rock that has gotten her through the semester. She also has a lot of family members and friends here today, and she wants to thank them for coming as well. Lastly, she wants to thank her teammates for being the amazing support system that they are, and she doesn't know what she would do without them, giving her something to look forward to every day. Everyone, please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Now let's meet today's starting lineups. First, for our visitors, the Britons of Albion. A senior attacker, number 3, Abby Sheklow. A junior midfielder, number 4, Olivia Dameron. A senior midfielder, number 10, Destiny Okun. A junior midfielder, number 12, Addie Pastor. A freshman defender, number 13, Kendall Lewis. A junior midfielder, Christelle Lopez. A freshman midfielder, Kelly Flynn. A freshman defender, Julia Ames. A freshman attacker, Aaliyah Udabe. A junior midfielder, Audrey DeWaters. A junior midfielder, Angelina Mendieta. And starting in goal, a senior, Alexis Robinson. The Britons are coached by Lori Marion, and she's assisted by Emily DeWaters. Now for the Knights of Calvin University. A junior midfielder, number 1, Lainey Aldridge. A senior defender, number 2, Madison Brown. A freshman midfielder, number 4, Kylie Ward. A senior defender, number 7, Jessica Baker. A freshman midfielder, number 10, Katie Winkle. A junior midfielder, number 11, Michaela McClymont. A senior midfielder, number 12, Megan Gilbert. A junior defender, number 14, Lisa Luan. A junior defender, number 15, Eva Dorlag. A sophomore attacker, number 16, Kelly Ruha. A senior midfielder, number 18, Brenna Adi. And starting in goal for the Knights, a junior, number 21, Jessica Camp. Hello and welcome to this afternoon's broadcast of Calvin Women's Lacrosse. My name is Jeff Vanderplug, and this is a conference home game for the Knights. The opponent today, the Britons of Albion College. This is the second to last game of the regular season for Calvin. Adrian on Friday. We're excited to bring you this matchup today. First off, as you see play underway with Calvin taking the ball towards the net, I'd like to mention what you may have heard a little bit coming over the outdoor mic there before the game. Today's game being played in honor of Eva Dorlag's late father, who lost his battle to cancer in December, Mark Dorlag. Now, as Calvin gets a chance, Mark Dorlag, Eva says, was her best friend, supported all of her endeavors in school and lacrosse, and we're happy to be playing in his honor today, and our prayers go out to Eva and the whole Dorlag family. As Eva is starting today in defense for the Knights. Calvin able to get a shot off here in the early going with Brenna Oddie, and that one's saved by Alexis Robinson, who starts in goal for the Britons. Robinson, a senior out of Agora Hills, California. Calvin looking for another turnover here through the midfield. It falls to the Britons. Christelle Lopez. And Albion will set it up. Albion with it up top with Kelly Flynn. Now her pass rolls over to Addie Pastor. Pastor. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Defended right there by Eva Dorlag, who knocks it away. And Dorlag gets the turnover. An excellent start for her on a day that means so much. She'll move forward with it and let the Calvin offense go to work. To the far side, Kelly Ruha lost the handle, but Madison Brown picks it back up and gets it back out to Oddie. Albion comes into this game at 5-0 in the conference, leading the way in the MIAA, 12-2 overall, a formidable foe. Calvin coming in on a 2-game losing streak in the MIAA, falling to St. Mary's, and falling to Hope just by 1 late last week. A couple of competitive games and unfortunate losses for the Knights in those. Here's a pass that gets away. Megan Gilbert is able to steal it for the Knights. She tries to duck through, lost the handle. McClymont trying to cut towards the basket, towards the net. The Knights have held a lot of possession here early on. Trying to stick with the 5-0 Britons. Obviously a challenge, but one the Knights are ready to step up to. Adi looking for a pass to Gilbert. She catches and scores. Great pass from Brenna Adi to Megan Gilbert. Gilbert was right there in the middle. And Megan Gilbert has the first goal of the game.
Goal scored by number 12, Megan Gilbert, assisted by number 18, Brianna Adi. Gilbert puts the first point of the game on the board. Adi gets the assist, and that is a good start for the Knights. Albion wins the draw control here. That's Destiny Ocon. The Britons maintaining possession, and they'll look to start the offense. Cristel Lopez trying to slash through. Couldn't do it. And that one rolls into the crease where Camp can calmly collect it. Liska Luan is unmarked, and she'll bring it up the near sideline. Clear attempt complete. And here's a pass that gets away. Calvin will turn it over. Exam week is underway. You can see the sunshine pouring down on the field, the grass growing. An excellent job by the facilities department to clean this field up after a mud game men's lacrosse competed in earlier this year, and it's looking much better other than the two spots where the men's lacrosse goalies tramp down mercilessly. But that happens just about every year. Albion looking forward. Olivia Dameron had a chance, but it got away from her, and now the ball's loose next to the crease, picked up and scored. An opportunistic goal by Kelly Flynn. Loose out in front of the net, and Flynn knew what to do with it. She puts it away, and Albion ties this one at 1-1.
Goal scored by number 20, Kelly Flynn.
I guess as is typical for Michigan weather, though, don't let the sunshine and blue sky fool you. It's freezing still in the 30s most of today. I believe it remains as such at the moment. Actually, it's climbed up to 40, 45-ish. As the sun does its work, we anticipate the weather to warm a bit before graduation on Saturday for a few seniors on this team who will be recognized on Friday. Now we'll get a violation on the Knights in the draw control, so Albion gets the ball and moves forward with it. Friday will be senior day for both Calvin women's and Calvin men's lacrosse. So we'll have those broadcasts, the women's game starting at 4 and the men's game at 7. Now the Britons on the attack. Dameron looking for a pass through the middle to Lopez. It gets away. It's picked up there on the far side. Lopez from the top. Can't find a way through, but she's shoved in the back, and I believe that'll be a free position attempt for Lopez. She'll have to take it from the spot just adjacent to the inner arc. She's cut off there. Good defense recovery by the Knights. Keeping possession and taking a shot was Addie Pastor, but it's knocked away by Camp. Katie Winkle lost the handle for a second. She grabs it back. Heavy pressure, and the Knights will get it to Camp, the goalkeeper. Jessica Baker doing a good job of keeping it organized there. Camp lets everyone retreat. Nobody coming to pressure her yet. Now she's looking long for Liska Luan. Ground ball out there, and Luan will pick it up, so the Knights have the clearance attempt. Calvin still leading, or excuse me, tied now, 1-1 after the goal from Albion. Kelly Flynn getting one for the Britons and Gilbert one for the Knights. Pretty evenly shared possession. Behind the net, Adi will look to get it over to McClymont. Shot clock winding down for McClymont. She has to take a shot, and it's saved there. Pastor. She'll make the clearance. Pastor with a spin, looking to get it closer to the net. She lost the ball in the process. That one will trickle out where Dorlag will pick it up for the Knights. Another stop for the Calvin defense, although Pastor had a look, just couldn't hold on. Camp taking her time. Now she'll get it to Megan Gilbert. Gilbert taking it herself around the right side. Oh, pass gets away from Brenna Adi, and she'll have to pick it up. Calvin's passing with plenty of space out top has been a little suspect, but really no problem as those don't turn into turnovers. Megan Gilbert looking for a shot. It's bounced in towards the goal and saved by Robinson. And the Britons will try to move it forward. Up top, Lopez looking for Pastor through the middle. Calvin able to knock it away. Bit of a dangerous pass. Getting it back to Jessica Camp right through the middle of the Calvin defense, but the Knights complete the pass and Camp outlets it to Katie Winkle. Madison Brown will carry it forward for the Knights. Gilbert moving to her right. She'll take a shot. It's past the goal. Good looking shot. Aldridge. Facing some pressure. She'll have to back out of it. Gets it to Adi. Aldridge. Loses it for a moment. Megan Gilbert gets it back for the Knights with 17 to shoot. Looking for a pass to the middle. Nobody there. Gets through unintentionally. Kelly Ruha will have to shoot. It's blocked up. I believe that'll be a penalty on Kelly Ruha. So Ruha will go to the bench, and the Knights are a player down for a moment. Calvin gets it right back, though. Brenna Oddie stealing it away. What can the Knights set up here? McClymont is fouled. Aldridge. Ball popped out of the stick for a second. Madison Brown hustles in to get it back. Oddie will take it around the back of the net. Megan Gilbert towards the middle. We'll get a free position attempt after a foul on Lopez. Can Megan Gilbert give the Knights the lead? She shoots and scores. 2 for Gilbert. Sure enough, Calvin leads it 2-1.
Goal scored by number 12, Megan Gilbert.
Megan Gilbert makes it 2-1 on the free position attempt. Good offensive possession by the Knights. They just held the ball long enough. We're able to make it work. Albion still a player up, but Calvin wins the draw control here. The Knights still holding possession here, just passing it around the outside. They've kept this a low-scoring game here in the first quarter and now hold the lead because of this kind of possession right here, just playing it smart. They collapse the right side now for Megan Gilbert to go. And she's fouled by the Albion defender, Angelina Mendieta. Perfectly drawn up there by Blake Boehm and Jeff Oates. That right side clear out for Gilbert, and she gets a free position attempt out of it. Again driving, and she scores once more. Megan Gilbert has 3, and the Knights lead by 2. Megan Gilbert asserting her dominance early. Her 3rd goal, and the Knights are firmly in control over the conference leaders, the Britons.
Goal scored by number 12, Megan Gilbert.
Pretty picture-perfect start to this matchup for the Knights. Stepping on it right away and getting things going. Right as soon as this game has begun, the Knights have started off and put themselves in a position to win. Hannah Chang is in for Calvin, replacing Kylie Ward. Or Megan Chang, excuse me. And McClymont, who had the ball, is fouled. Michaela McClymont will get it over to Madison Brown. The Knights will try to dump it in for Brenna Oddie. But it gets away, and Albion able to get the steal with 5 seconds. 1-0. That will end the first quarter. Calvin leads it 3-1, and a good start for the Knights. We'll be back in a moment with more women's lacrosse. Second quarter about to begin here at Zuidema Field. Again, Jeff Vanderploeg with you here for a women's lacrosse match on the campus of Calvin University. The Knights looking to hold on to a 3-1 advantage over league-leading Albion. Dream start for Calvin, but what more can they add as they win the draw control to start this second period? Kelly Ruha getting inside, shooting and scoring. A great take from Ruha. And she has the first goal of the game for the Knights by somebody other than Megan Gilbert. Through contact, she found a way to get a shot off and snuck it right into the bottom right-hand corner. Great take from
Goal scored by number 16, Kelly Rua.
the sophomore attacker out of Plymouth, Minnesota. Wow. What a start for the Knights. This Calvin team was in a couple of big games last week against St. Mary's and against Hope. Teams right with them in the middle of the conference. Earlier this year, I believe they lost to Trine. So the three teams ahead of them, other than Albion in the conference they've lost to, however, Albion, who's ahead of everybody else, having big issues trying to stop this Calvin offense on a sunny Wednesday afternoon. And another draw control one by Megan Gilbert, who again just might be the best player on the field. She takes a shot and it's saved by Alexis Robinson. That's a big save. The Britons needed to stop. And Gilbert was free to fire, almost putting number 5 in the back of the net. So it's not like Calvin has been non-competitive with some of the better teams in the MIAA. They've been right there, but trying to put all the pieces together today for a big win against the Britons. Albion looking to answer back. Their offense has been slowed. Calvin gumming up a lot of passes to the middle, which is what Albion continues to try to do. Not a lot of drives, just quick passing. Back behind the net, it's Abby Sheklow. Sheklow to Pastor, who shoots, but it's over the net. Finally a catch in the middle for the Britons. It gets away. We'll get a foul, I believe, on the Knights. Trying to turn away Aaliyah Udabe, excuse me. I'm not sure what the ruling is, but Calvin's coaching staff is very frustrated with it. Albion will have the ball. Kelly Flynn gets it over to Dameron. Olivia Dameron waiting and surveying her options. Back to Udabe. Sheklow trying to go on the near side. She cuts towards the net, and her shot's off the post, right off the crossbar. Close look for Sheklow, doesn't go. The ball loose out in territory near the far sideline. It's picked up by Lopez, and that will run the shot clock out of time. Albion's coaching staff claiming that shot clock should have been restored, and I believe Calvin's coaching staff claiming that you can't change the call now. Not sure if that was more frustration from Lori Marion or an understanding display to the referees. I'm sure that the shot clock violation is upheld, and the Knights will end up with the ball. Iska Luan bringing it in towards the net. The clear attempt to McClymont back behind the net. Aldridge lost the ball. Good pressure defense by Albion, but Madison Brown again doing a nice job picking up some of those ground balls and making sure Calvin stays in possession. She's done it well all day. Brenna Oddie driving to her left. Shoots and scores. Brenna Oddie with the 5th goal of the game for the Knights. Her first. It's 5-1 Kelvin. How about this start for the Knights?
Goal scored by number 18, Brianna Adi.
Brenna Oddie, a senior on this team and a leader. 31 goals this year make that 32. Five to 1 Kelvin. What does Albion have in response? If you're Albion, I gotta imagine the goal is at least to get it within 2 or 3 before the half. Right now down 4. At the very least, don't fall down by even more. They certainly have the firepower to do it. They've been doing it all year. For Albion, it's time to find that solution if they're going to. Inside Lopez, and she does. Nice move right to the net. She deposits in the top bin. Perfectly placed shot after a great move. She capitalizes on the opportunity to flip the momentum and at least equalize it just a
Goal
bit.
scored by number 14, Cristela Lopez.
Cristel Lopez from Venice, California. That'll be her first goal of the game. And that will make it 5-2. The Knights still ahead. Draw control again here at midfield. And again, Megan Gilbert able to win it. Aldridge up to Adi. That was a dangerous pass and a nice one-handed snag, sticking the stick up in the air and keeping that ball from falling to the Albion waiting defenders. Calvin setting up a bit of a wall screen on the other side, letting Lainey Aldridge work towards the net. She is unable to get a shot off. Madison Brown picks it up and takes a shot. It doesn't go, but the shot clock resets to 60. Here's a foul on the Knights, and Albion will pick up the ball and go the other way. Kelly Flynn to Pastor. Cristel Lopez and Pastor have been the main offensive options for Albion. Pastor with 1 assist, Lopez with a goal. They've held the majority of the possession. It'll be Lopez going to work, finding Pastor in the middle, and there's that one too for an Albion goal. Albion flipping the momentum just a bit. Addie Pastor with her first goal of the game.
Goal scored by number 12, Addie Pastor. Assisted by number 14, Cristela Lopez.
Five to 3, Calvin in the lead. Albion grabbing 2 goals back to make this one a 2-goal game. Megan Gilbert knew where it was going but couldn't pick it up in the first try. Addie Pastor will knock the ground ball to herself this time and pick it up. Lopez has 52 goals on the season. She's looking to go inside, and she is fouled. That'll be a free position attempt from straight away for Christelle Lopez. Nice spin move, earning her the opportunity. Can Jessica Camp stand tall here in her own net? Lopez shoots. It's kick saved. Camp got it with her right foot. A big save for the Knights. Can they turn it into a stop? Lopez looking to Udabe. Be a foul on the Knights, and Udabe will get a free position attempt. She shoots and scores. Aaliyah Udabe with her first goal of the game. 3 in a row for Albion. Just like that, it's a 1-goal game. Calvin establishing the early lead. Megan Gilbert going takeover mode with the first 3 goals for Calvin.
Goal scored by number 22, Alea Ubadabe.
Albion, though, with the ability to answer back. Megan Gilbert going the other way with it after winning the draw control this time. Neither team substituting much. Madison Brown will get it out to Gilbert. She's turned away. Megan Gilbert still working. Good defense on her by the Albion Britons, Audrey DeWaters. Aldridge running off a couple screens but finding nowhere to shoot. Here's a shot from the Knights and it's saved. Alexis Robinson able to make the stop. Just over 6 minutes to play in the half. Calvin leads at 5-4. It's only taken about 4 minutes for Albion to take a 4-goal lead and dissolve it to 1. And now Pastor on the run trying to tie this thing up. Christelle Lopez up top, looking to drive to her right. She takes a shot, and this one is tied. So quick. Christelle Lopez using her agility to find space. She does. She shoots, and she scores. Calvin sees its lead dissolve to nothing. 5-5. Here with 5:25 to play in
Goal scored by
the
number
half.
14, Christella Lopez.
Megan Gilbert has been good in the circle on these draw controls, typically pushing it towards the far sideline. It's Christelle Lopez in there with her this time. So they're negotiating the setup here. Gilbert wins it again. She's got frequent flyer miles there up the left sideline with those clear attempts after draw controls. Inside, Calvin loses the ball, and Albion will set up the clearance after. Up the far sideline, Sheklow clearing the ball. Lopez. Goes back to Sheklow. In the middle, a shot taken by Udabe. I believe she made contact with Liska Luan in the head, so that will be a yellow card for Aaliyah Udabe. That's why players like Udabe wear the helmet. It's not a required piece of equipment, as there is a rule in place prohibiting contact to the head, even incidental contact like that. So that'll be a lengthy penalty for the Britons. Can the Knights take advantage up one player? Liska Luan is all right. That's good to see. Those are never easy answers. Long ball from Jessica Camp, looking for Gilbert. It'll bounce all the way to Alexis Robinson. She gets it to Lopez. The Britons inside for Pastor. She dumps a shot towards the net, but it's wide. Calvin able to get there first, so Liska Luan will start the clearance attempt. Nobody's going to stop her. Just a quick 70-yard sprint, and Calvin's offense is started up. Kelly Ruha inside, shooting and scoring. Kelly Ruha on the leftward cut, and the Knights are back in the lead. She five-holed Alexis Robinson right between the legs on the bouncing shot. 2:45 to play, and Calvin leads it 6-5. The sophomore has 2 goals now on the game.
Goal scored by number 16, Kelly Ruha.
Albion will set up on the same side of the midfield line as Gilbert for this draw control. Doesn't matter. Megan Gilbert controls it anyway. Destiny Ocon unable to take it away. Laney Aldridge lost the handle. It's up in the air. Foul on the Knights, and the other way it goes. Chang able to cut off Angelina Mendieta on the clearance attempt. We're going to get a foul called on Kylie Ward. I believe for contact to the head and neck area. Didn't see it, but she must have incidentally gotten the stick too high. So the same penalty that Udabe just had to sit through, it looks like Kylie Ward will rest those same 2 minutes. Lopez taking a shot. She's fouled beforehand, but the ball's in the back of the net. It's a save, and there's no call. I'm not sure how they come to that conclusion, but they did. Jessica Baker clears for the Knights. 1 minute in the half. Just a couple less seconds on the shot clock. So Calvin will try to control the ball here. Get it down closer to like 20 seconds or so, and then try to extend the lead. They lead at 6-5. Albion looks like they're starting to apply some pressure. I feel like you should either all the way pressure or not, because now Albion's defense is left open and exposed. They're really not forcing Calvin to do much. Under 20 seconds now, Ruha is met by a second defender, and she is shoved to the ground. It'll be a foul on Audrey DeWaters. So a free position attempt from pinched on the right side. See what Ruha decides to do with it with 14 seconds. What kind of play can the Knights set up? I don't believe she'd just go right for goal, but she cuts to her right and shoots. Had a lane and missed it wide. Four, 3, 2, and 1. That's the half. Calvin leads at 6-5. Entertaining first half. Calvin led at 5-1, then a 4-goal run for Albion tied us up. Calvin with the last goal to take the lead and put us at a 1-goal Calvin advantage before we begin the second half. We'll be back when it begins for the rest of the action. Again, today we want to give a special shout out to the Dorlag family. Eva Dorlag with a couple of nice defensive plays there in that first half. This game is being played in the honor of her late father, Mark Dorlag, who lost his battle with cancer this past December. Once again, we thank all of her family and friends for coming out to support her, and our thoughts and prayers are with them. We'll be back after the half with more Calvin Women's Lacrosse. Welcome back to Zydema Field for the remainder of today's women's lacrosse match between the Britons of Albion and the Knights of Calvin. It's 6-5 Calvin. Albion is 5-0 in the MIAA. Calvin is 2-3. But the Knights proving every bit as competitive as they hoped. Albion in a bit of a scare going down the stretch of the season. Outside, Megan Gilbert with it after winning the draw control. McClymont makes a pass to Adi. She's cutting right, looking for Brown. Instead, she'll take it herself and score. Good patience from Brenna Adi, and the Knights have a goal. Now we got a stoppage. Yellow card on Kendall Lewis, the freshman defender out of Albion. So not only a goal for Gilbert, but also
Goal scored by number 18, Brianna Adi.
a goal for Adi, but also Calvin will be a player up. So it looks like Calvin will just get the ball to start this period, and Gilbert will slice through. I believe Calvin awarded possession as a result of the yellow card at midfield. Nice play by Robinson to knock a pass away, and she'll hold on to it in her crease. 7-5 Calvin. The Knights able to turn away the Britons on the first clear attempt. Lopez catches in the middle of the field. She will set it up for Pastor. Albion is a player down, with Lewis on the bench with the yellow card. Still trying to attack are the Britons. Lopez has it knocked away for a minute. She gets it back. 14 to shoot. Up top, Christelle Lopez. Looking inside. A shot taken by Flynn. It's deflected away. And that'll be a shot clock violation. Calvin with a stout defensive possession. Ruha spinning to the middle, and she scores. Kelly Ruha with a bit of a double spin, and she had more than enough space to fire. 8-5, the Knights have the first two of the second half.
Goal scored by number 16, Kelly Rua.
Exactly the start to the second half that the Knights were looking for. They started the first half well, And it earned them the lead at halftime. And here in the second half, they're starting it by winning draw controls, being aggressive, getting opportunities, and taking advantage. Impressive to say the least, but what more can the Knights build? Here's a draw control win for Gilbert. Aldridge back behind the net. Aldridge will shoot. It's saved there by Robinson. Another shot on net for the Knights, though. Moving forward with it, Julia Ames. Adi making the Britons work for it. Sheklow finally moves over midfield and into the attacking area for Albion. Lopez. Calvin's whistled for the contact. She gets a free position attempt from the right side. Christelle Lopez. Inside, shooting and scoring. 5-hole on Camp.
Goal scored by number 14, Christelle Lopez.
8-6 now, a good response for Lopez and the Britons. Lopez, the leader of this team. 54 goals in the season now, I believe. Another draw control at midfield. This one bounces forward, and Gilbert is trying to run and pick it up. Nobody has it yet. Foul on Albion, and the Knights will get possession. High energy from all the Calvin Knights today, all day long, and you can tell all playing for something that means a little more than an MIAA conference win for their teammate Eva Dorlag. Megan Gilbert stepping through. Get it to her partner in crime, Brenna Otti. McClymont stepping into the middle, and she scores. Michaela McClymont is in on the action. Found a ton of space right in front of the net, and that's a goal for Michaela McClymont. Nine to 6. Calvin staying strong in the lead.
Goal scored by number 11, Michaela McClymont. Assisted by number 18, Brianna Adi.
Calvin definitely not favored coming into this game to pull out a win. Done everything they've needed to do to achieve that result so far, but a long way to go. 9:42 to play in the third. Ground ball out near midfield, and Adi is the one to scoop it away. And we'll get contact to the head. No, we won't. Thought they might call it on Destiny Ocon, but they did not. Gilbert directing traffic. Albion has a wall formed against her. That's a foul on the Britons and a free position attempt for Gilbert. Oh my. I didn't know if she was in the inner arc, but they'll give it to her, and now Gilbert with a chance to score another. Megan Gilbert with 74 in the shot clock. Now they'll slow it back down and set it back up. She shoots it, scores. It's a rocket. Off the top crossbar and down. She put the pace on it, and there's no stopping that shot. Megan Gilbert, an absolute rifle, make it 10-6. The Knights all over the Britons.
By number 12, Megan Gilbert.
Lots of shots going low today, as it's an effective way to score on these grass fields. You get some weird bounces. But Gilbert switches it up and just goes right off the crossbar. That one was in every sense a no-doubter. The advantage really not won by what she's doing offensively. The advantage for Calvin that season with a 4-goal lead is being won right there in the center circle, and she's done it again. When you get to start with the ball every time, you end up having the ball more, and when you get to have the ball more, you end up having an opportunity to score more often, and when you have more opportunities, you usually win. For everything else she does, what Gilbert brings to this team as a draw control specialist is so valuable, and the Knights continue to see that value come to fruition time and time again. That'll be charging on McClymont to turn it back over to the Britons. Here's a quick defensive maneuver from Aldridge to knock it away from the Britons. It's on the ground, free in front of the attacking line, and McClymont picks it up. That's a turnover and a failed clear for Albion. Gilbert. He's fouled. It's a free position attempt from just about the same spot. Robinson with the tough task of trying to make the stop. She does not, and Gilbert has another. 11-6. She took over in the first half. She's taking over in the second. Megan Gilbert. All MIAA, you better believe it.
Goal scored by number 12, Megan Gilbert.
The best player on the field right now, and I know I say that a lot, but I believe she's done more than enough to back up that claim. I'm sticking by it. At least at the current moment, Megan Gilbert is absolutely taking control of this game, and the Knights are enjoying a 5-goal lead as a result of it. Albion will throw another player to the center circle to try to change the result of the draw control. Addie passed her so that Gilbert, hopefully, at least in Albion's thinking, can't do the old pop it up and be taller than the other player trick. This one is knocked to an Albion player and picked up by Destiny Ocon. Udabe loses it out of bounds. She almost had it stopped. An Albion turnover, and the Knights are back on the ball. Oh, but this one goes over Jessica Baker's head. That's a costly turnover and a costly spot. That's an unforced error that you probably can't make in that spot. (11 to 6). Udabe with it behind the net. Out to Pastor. Calvin has dominated possession so far in this half. Albion finally with a taste of it here. Lopez stopped by several players wherever she turns. I believe that'll be a penalty on Eva Dorlag for contact to the head. Shot taken by Lopez and saved by Camp. What a save by Jessica Camp against the free position attempt. And Calvin, now down a player for 2 minutes, will go into conserve mode with a 5-goal lead. Can they hold on to it? Camp facing no pressure. Wouldn't be surprised to see Albion crank it up and try to force some turnovers and take advantage of the player advantage that they have. Five and a half to play in the third. A whistle stops play. Somehow it's a turnover. Offsides or something? Not that I saw, but definitely could have missed it. Albion gets the clearance. This one gets away quickly. Destiny Ocon spinning to her right. Dumping a pass to Lopez inside, but she lost the handle. Liska Luan there to defend. Christelle Lopez this time fouled by McClymont. That'll be a free position attempt for Lopez from straight away. Lopez, another save by Camp. I believe it deflected off her shoulder and just barely stayed on the correct side of the crease. She'll get a long pass out to Jessica Baker, and Calvin will take a timeout facing some of that pressure, but another huge save from Jessica Camp, and you could see her fired up. You got to be kidding me on that one. 2 stops against Lopez, the leading goal scorer for the best team in the conference in a row on free position attempts. Big time from Jessica Camp. We'll be back in a moment with Calvin Women's Lacrosse. We return to action with 4:03 to play in the third quarter. The Knights lead by 5, and Eva Dorlag is, I believe, released from her penalty period. So the Knights back to full strength, operating with the lead. Megan Gilbert with the ball, so that's pretty much the dream scenario. Adi from in behind the net lost it for a second. She seems to be losing it pretty regularly with some of her jolty movements. Maybe playing with a new stick today or something uncharacteristic from Brenna Adi. Gilbert, what a shot that time, and it's in the back of the net. On the rightward drive, she just went high and beat Robinson over her right shoulder. Scoring on the run in a tough spot even to get a shot off. It's 12-6 Calvin.
Goal scored by number 12, Megan Gilbert.
Calvin, in this second half, has scored 6 goals to Albion's 1. Megan Gilbert wins another draw control. And the Knights set up the offense once again. The Knights working it around the outside, and now they'll just barely keep track of it in the corner before it gets away out of bounds. I believe that Megan Gilbert may be closing in on a record for goals scored in the Calvin Women's Lacrosse Department. We're trying to figure out right now if it's regular season or total. We'll keep you posted on where she's at relative to that. That news surprises no one when you see how well she's playing today. And guess what? She's got another free position attempt. So this one could be significant in multiple ways. She's got the goal. Megan Gilbert is pouring it on.
Goal scored by number 12, Megan Gilbert, which now sets a new school high, 70 goals in a single season.
Megan Gilbert, 70 goals in a season. That's a new school record. How about that for the Calvin junior midfielder? Or senior midfielder, excuse me. Megan Gilbert, so impressive as she grabs another draw control here. This isn't the first game she's done this year. Going takeover mode. Kalamazoo at home, she did the same stuff. Game against Alma here. She was highly effective way earlier in the year against some teams in the non-conference, including Concordia and Siena Heights. Every time we've seen her, she's been impressive. 70 goals in a single season. That is a school record. And she's getting hot at the right time for Calvin. Obviously disappointed are the Knights to be 2-3 in the conference, but still with plenty to play for and showing that they're just as dangerous to win this conference tournament as anybody else. In full form here on a Wednesday night. And it hasn't just been Gilbert. Ruha chipping in. McClymont has one. Adi with a couple. Madison Brown, who we normally see score a couple goals to supplement Gilbert's input. She's been quiet. If she gets involved, that's another opportunity. Albion takes it away from Adi, trying to take it inside. Retreating to pick it up there, Olivia Damron. Damron lost the ball, and Megan Chang picks it back up for the Knights. Ruha at the top. She's knocked down. Destiny Ocon called for the foul. Free position attempt for Kelly Ruha. The sophomore sets from just left of center on the inner arc. She shoots, it's blocked. Right foot kick save by Robinson, and now here's a foul on Lainey Aldridge. Big save for Robinson. She picked up a big save to kickstart a run for Albion in the first half. I believe that'll be a foul called on Chang. Timeout Albion, actually. Chang with the pressure, and she forces the timeout call. We'll be back in a moment. 32 seconds to play in the half. This is Calvin, Women's Lacrosse. Welcome back to Zeitema Field. Calvin putting the hurt on Albion here in the second half, or in the third quarter, excuse me. Only 20 seconds to play. Albion looking to grab one back. Christelle Lopez. She is fouled. That'll be a free position attempt for Lopez. Opportunity for Albion. Lopez shoots and scores. Job well done for the Britons. 11 seconds on the third quarter clock, and they get one back. They needed it. That'll make it a 6-goal game. Still Calvin in a position of firm advantage, but before the quarter ends, you can't draw it up any better for the Britons.
Christelle Lopez.
See if either team even gets a chance to get a shot off here in the last 11 seconds of the quarter. Nobody's able to control possession here, so that will be the quarter. Third quarter ends. Calvin leading 13-7. We'll be back with the fourth. This is Calvin Women's Lacrosse. An inspired performance in honor of Mark Dorlag. Eva Dorlag's late father has the Knights up 6 with 15 fresh ones on the clock. Dorlag and her defensive comrades have been excellent. And Megan Gilbert has done the rest. Draw control. Fought for at midfield. Gilbert somehow scoops it away amidst the traffic. So the Knights start with the ball up 6. Looking for a couple more to cement this lead. Aldridge shooting. It's right off of the net of the goalie, but she couldn't hold on. Robinson loses it momentarily. There's a foul on the Knights. But Adi gets it back and she scores. I didn't even see her grab it. All of a sudden I saw her shooting. And the Knights have one more. Count me confused as far as how she ended up with it. But the
Goal scored
Knights
by
are
number
excited either
18,
way.
Brenna Adi.
That's a Tom Izzo turnover for a touchdown right there. Scoop it, steal it, score it right away. 14-7. Adi and the Knights are in front. I believe the best Kelvin can do is a tie for third place in the MIAA in the regular season, but certainly that would be welcome after last week's disappointing results. I think all that's on the minds of the Knights right now is beating Albion. That's something they're doing right now. Megan Chang to McClymont to Ruha. Kelly Ruha shooting and a nice save made by Robinson on the low shelf. She read it perfectly. Dropped the stick down to make the stop. Robinson pestered by Aldridge. She's chased all the way back to her crease. Calvin's pressure here in the full field has been impressive today. Calvin has been able to clear it when they get stops defensively, but when Albion has gotten a stop, these Calvin attackers are not letting up. They're staying right on the Britons the whole time. Sheklow comes forward to possess it. And she will move forward with it. Ocon, shooting, saved by Camp. McClymont, she's fouled in midfield there. Katie Winkle will bring it over the line. Adi catches in the middle. And a foul called. Brenna Adi will get a free position attempt. I didn't see where the call was. I believe it was actually a violation on Albion. Free position attempt for Adi either way. Scores. (15-7). Momentum does not seem to be shifting back towards the Britons.
Goal scored by Brenna Adi.
She made a great catch in the middle. That's really what freed her up. No real assist there because it's on a free position attempt, but there really should be an assist. I believe it was Gilbert making the pass. With 11:31 to play, the Knights lead by 8. To say that this result so far has been a surprise would be an understatement, I have to say. A very capable Calvin team, but Albion has proven it on the field in more ways throughout this spring. With Calvin holding on to an 8-goal lead, it's not like it's just a close game either way where Calvin is competitive. They've done that against the best teams in the MIAA already this year. Close games are no surprise. It's not a close game, though. Calvin absolutely all over the Britons. Gilbert. Gilbert called for charging, I think. Not really sure. Luan almost makes a stop, and we'll get another call for a foul. Now to the far side, Angelina Mendieta. She's fouled by Baker. Albion step by step making it up the field. Lopez trying to take it inside but can't make it past Baker. Baker knocks her over from behind, and that will be a yellow card on Jessica Baker. I believe it's going to be a 2-minute penalty. Lopez with the ball from the spot to the right of the inner arc. Not a great angle to shoot. She might try to work one in anyways. She passes it out to Ocon. It's a foul on Brown, which will give Ocon a free position attempt. Jessica Camp has not been phased today. She's been ready for the challenge each time it's come, and again it'll come her way. Here a shot makes it past her stick up high and scores. Destiny Ocon, another California native on this team, Sheklo Ocon. Udabe and Lopez all out of California, as well as the
Goal scored by
goalkeeper
number
Alexis
10,
Robinson.
Destiny Ocon.
So a heavy showing of Californians on this Albion roster, and they're all a big part of the reason Albion leads the MIAA conference. They don't lead this one, though. In fact, they're down 7. Gilbert flinging one forward. Ground ball stuck there around feet and sticks. Foul on the Britons will give Calvin the ball up top. Calvin a player down offensively. Megan Chang stays back. Gilbert will receive up top. Dish to Ruha. Kelly Ruha's fouled. Adi to McClymont. Just about 20 to shoot for Calvin. Aldridge playing with fire there next to the positional line. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Aldridge trying to go inside. Charging on Laney Aldridge. That'll be a turnover, but honestly a productive one for the Knights. Take a minute off the clock. So it'll be Albion ball. Needing about a goal a minute to tie this thing up. Lopez to Udabe. Christelle Lopez cutting inside, and she scores. Nice shot by the Albion attacker. The junior leads this team, and she has another. Did it all herself that time. Just a great drive, a great cut, and a good shot.
Goal scored by number 14, Christelle Lopez.
Gilbert heads back to the center circle where Destiny Okun will face off with her. This game is still far from over. Kelvin has an opportunity to play conservatively and take the win. Starts with continuing to win draw controls, though, and that's exactly what the Knights do here after an Albion violation. The Knights are back to full strength with Baker on the field. And have another minute to spend here off the clock. Madison Brown inside, shot high, but she had a lane. Kelly Ruha backing in, nowhere to go. She'll switch out with Kylie Ward. Calvin looking for McClymont on a pass up top. This one rolls out near the sideline, stays in bounds, but it's knocked out of bounds by Ward. We'll get a timeout, Albion, as they are trapped on the far sideline. 5:21 to play, a 6-goal lead. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to Zydema Field. Calvin putting some pressure on the Britons to start the second half. Abby Shekla loses it out of bounds, and Calvin men's lacrosse on the other side go nuts as soon as the Knights get that turnover. And it's a big one with just 5 minutes to play. Calvin now with a chance to waste another minute. I guess not waste, to purposely expire another minute. Gilbert with it up top. She's been the star of the game, setting the Calvin single season record for goals scored. She's looking for another one. Nice save made by Robinson, diving to her right. It was a good look for Gilbert, and all in all, Calvin will take it. Here's a pass towards the near side. Lopez. She'll try to work through the middle. Ahead the pass goes to Damron. The Knights recover defensively. The pressure is a frenzy from Calvin whenever Albion's trying to clear the ball. This will be a foul on the Knights and a free position attempt for Addie Pastor. Pastor shoots, and another free position attempt, save for Jessica Camp. She has just been incredible against those today. I would say less than 50% of Albion's free position attempts have turned into goals. It's remarkable. 70 seconds on the shot clock and 3 minutes to go. Jessica Baker is content to slow things down in the back here. She'll even get it back to Jessica Camp to hold on to it safely in the goalie's net. Lisa Luan breaking the pressure. Timeout, Calvin. Up 6 with 2:29 to play. We'll be back in a moment with Calvin Women's Lacrosse. Welcome back to Zidema Field. 2.5 to play. The Knights have a 6-goal lead with 36 seconds on the shot clock. A sunny day. Game being played in remembrance of Mark Dorlag, Eva Dorlag's late father. The Knights doing exactly what they hope to do here in this situation as Megan Gilbert is fouled. In the bigger picture of this season for the Knights, this one has turned into some validation that they are relevant in the MIAA, and they certainly have a chance when the postseason comes around. 6 to shoot. Gilbert catches in heavy traffic. Almost puts it into the top shelf. That would have been absolutely ridiculous if she scored that one. Impressive to even get a shot off. Past her. Going the other way with it. Just over a minute to play. Udabe looking for a pass. It goes to Dameron. Some kind of foul is called, and she will get a free position attempt. Olivia Dameron shoots, no good. The defenders got to her before she could get the shot off. Shot taken and a goal by Cristel Lopez. She has been a bright spot for Albion in this game. She's been good. That'll make it 15 to 10. But under a minute too late, you gotta assume that that's probably too little too late.
Goal scored by number 14, Cristel Lopez.
Only 41 seconds separate the Knights from knocking off the top team in the MIAA. Megan Gilbert wins the draw control. No need to do anything but keep possession now. Kylie Ward has it. Gilbert still attacking just to try to alleviate the pressure. Pass will get away from Gilbert and go to the Britons. Kelly Flynn still playing hard. Lost it for a moment. And that will do it as the clock runs out. Calvin wins 15 to 10, a huge upset here at Zidema Field. And everyone goes to hug Eva Dorlag. No matter what Megan Gilbert did today, the player of the game has got to be Eva Dorlag and all of her efforts for this
Final
Calvin women's
score,
lacrosse team.
Calvin Knights 15, Britons of Albion 10.
Calvin now moves to 3-3 in the conference on the season, 6-8 overall. Albion drops to 5-1, 12-3 overall. The Knights will play one more time this Friday. They host Adrian, and then it's the MIAA tournament. Adrian 0-5 in the conference, 4-10 overall. So Calvin with a good chance to get to 4-3. Trine, St. Mary's, and Hope are all ahead of the Knights. And Calvin would not hold the tiebreaker with any of them for seeding purposes, but they could share that third spot with one of those teams at the end of this one. For the rest of the Sports Information crew, this is Jeff Vanderplug saying thank you for watching and listening. An entertaining game and a good win for the Knights. We will see you at the next one on Friday, hopefully in person. It'll be senior night. If not, we'll have the broadcast for you right here. Calvin wins 15-10. That is the final. Thank you and good night.